Online dating scams. Hi guys, Ken here, postcards from Cebu. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about online dating scams and some of the remedies, that you have, some of the things that you can do to kind of check to make sure you aren't being scammed. And this applies to you ladies just as much as the guys. Um, the Generally speaking, the scammers are going to be lurking around the dating websites, okay, and so and by the way, this is not just the Philippines. This is all over the world, even here in the U.S. Um, but it applies to all of Asia. As a matter of fact, I was listening to a popular vlogger from China the other day was talking about it. The girls there have apps that can make their legs longer and do all kinds of things. But basically, what's happening is you see a picture of a beautiful girl or guy, handsome guy, online, and you start up a chat with this person inside the dating site. And you may not even be chatting with a girl. If you're a guy, you might be chatting with some guy in Africa somewhere, okay? And so be mindful if you know enough about the Philippines to know how they use the English language, then be mindful of those things because Africans will use it differently. But anyway, Chinese too will use the language differently than we do. But be mindful of that. Then secondly, learn how to do a Google reverse image search. So take that reverse image search, take that language, plug it into Google, and learn how to do one of those. There's a way to do it on an Android phone as well. I think if you touch and hold, a little menu will pop up, and one of the options is to do a reverse image search. So you can tell sometimes by doing the reverse image search that the image that you're looking at on the screen of this potential person that you want to meet is actually ripped off from the internet somewhere. The good scammers will get 4 or 5 of these, post them up like that's the girl you're talking to, and will lead you to believe that that's who you're talking to. Remember that the scams are all about money, separating you, your wallet, and your cash, right? They're at some point they're going to ask for money, and they're going to use all kinds of ways to do that. But a real person, a real date, a real potential wife or girlfriend is not going to ask for money straight away, okay? Usually not until after you've met in person, and even then, that's very suspect, okay? But understand that the purpose is to separate you from your money, and at some point they're going to do that. So do the reverse image search, okay? And make sure that the image that you're looking at is an actual real image of that person. Now that doesn't solve everything. That just that's just the beginning. I tell you a story from the barangay where my house in the Philippines is. My family was talking about this. There was a woman there. She was married, had several kids, 3 kids, I think. And most everybody in the neighborhood has internet access in their house, but she would actually go to an internet cafe, and she had set up a bunch of profiles on these dating websites, and she was chatting with guys and getting them to send her money. Now, she was using real pictures of herself, and she might have even been using a real name, because I think when you send money, they have to have an ID that has the name has to match and everything. But anyway, she was making an income of a few $100s every month from just chatting with guys on these dating sites, okay? So she had no intention of meeting any of them. I'm sure she made excuses up. But she actually had a cash flow coming in from scamming the guys on dating sites, okay? So it does happen. And like I said, it's not just the Philippines. It's everywhere in the world. There were several of them in China. I think the guy was talking about a subscriber of his had come over to meet this girl. Turns out she wasn't a girl, it was a guy. And there wasn't anything could be done about it. I mean, it's not going to happen. So be forewarned up front. You got to make sure that the person that you're dealing with is for real. Now, one way to help improve that is to get to a video chat or YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook Messenger or Skype or something like that. Try to get to that as soon as you can so that you're actually talking to this person one-on-one, face-to-face. But that still doesn't mean anything. Ultimately, you need to meet that person in person. That's what it's really going to be about. Now, this doesn't just apply to guys being scammed by girls. I have several friends that are OFWs that have been scammed by guys. Now, to go after OFWs because OFWs are making good money and they can afford to send money to help somebody out. Generally speaking, an OFW is sending money home all the time to help somebody out. So ladies, beware also, and use the same tools that reverse image search on Google, and make sure that you're dealing with a real person. And once again, that person's not completely real until you've met in person. One-on-one, face-to-face, time together, maybe spend a couple of weeks while you're on vacation. But anyway, that's the scoop on dating site scams. I hope it's helpful to everybody. Please feel free to like and share this video. Definitely hit the like button. And up there somewhere is going to be my ugly mug. Click on it, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you join me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.